What's going on, guys? This is Aaron. This channel is called Hotel Delta, bringing you all things two wheels. And today, for those of you that cannot tell, I'm going to take a quick spin on a brand new CVO Road Glide ST. And in my opinion, this is probably the best thing out there from Harley right now, if you like an aggressive motorcycle. Which, if anybody that's watched any of my videos, you guys probably know I definitely like an aggressive motorcycle. So things that you miss out on a CVO ST compared to a regular CVO, you don't get the full audio with the saddlebag lid speakers. You don't get heated grips. You get a little bit different bar setup with this guy, a little different wheels. Everything's set up, you know, lightweight. Try to make this thing quick and agile. Obviously, it is a stock bike, so the exhaust leaves something to be desired. You don't get some of the trinkets like the home link. You don't get the home link in there, which is something that I absolutely love on my motorcycle. Pull up to the house, you flash the high beams, the garage door opens. Or if you have a gate, I'm not fancy like that, I don't live in a gated community, but you can program that as well, just like you do in your car. You don't get the passenger setup with this one. It's just a solo setup, no passenger pegs. You get the different engine guard. So right now I'm just taking it nice and easy. Again, this bike is brand new. It has currently 1 mile on it, and I'm going to put 4 or 5 miles on it just to kind of make sure everything works on it, make sure we don't have any alarms. The only thing that I have ever found on one of these test rides that was real alarming, other than maybe, you know, a feel thing like brake pads or something, or a front brake, rear brake type deal, Harley came out with that, whatever they call it, their news bulletin, service bulletin, because some of the bikes didn't have a air passage drilled out in the intake. We actually found one of those before Harley ever said anything about it. I took a bike out and it rode pretty good, honestly. Didn't really notice anything until I came to a full stop at idle and the bike was hot, and it kind of felt like the EITMS was kicking in, but it wasn't, because it wasn't hot enough. It was just having a really tough time idling and maintaining idle. And we got to looking, and one of my techs, my lead tech back there, James, is always so currently I'm on a 2025 Road Glide, just a regular Road Glide, because these are a little bit above my price point. And this thing, I mean, power wise, it's definitely it's got a little bit more to it. This bike's, again, not broke in, so I'm not trying to see what it can do. Just putting it through all its paces, making sure all the gears are there. I'll get up here in a second and test out the cruise control, but I mean, just like that, that's tons of bottom end torque. Obviously this 121, that's kind of strung out. Another thing that's a little bit different on this bike is it's got a different gear ratio, so it's meant to turn a few more RPMs than the regular bike. One thing I need to do is kind of go through some of the ride modes, make sure everything comes on and comes alive, make sure they all work. And yes, this one does have a race setup. One thing that a lot of people don't think about when they buy a brand new bike, because they typically don't ride them with no miles on it, is from the factory, the brakes on these things really aren't there, because you have brand new pads, brand new rotors, and they come with a little extra material on there so nothing rusts up. And at first the brakes feel just terrible because that material is on there and they're not bedded in. And just like a motor, you really got to break the brakes in, as funny as that is to say. Yeah, it's plenty of get up, and I was short shifting there a little bit because obviously I'm not trying to string out a brand new motor, but it's got it where it needs it, that's for sure. And that was in the race mode. It felt pretty good. Rain mode, you put it in rain mode, it really slows down the throttle response, over actuates your ABS and traction control systems, and gives you a little bit different mapping, so things like engine braking, so when I ride this bike, other than the width of it, because like the seat you feel is a little bit wider, it feels like a Softail to me. It feels way more like my Lowrider ST than it does like my current Road Glide. I mean, the weight's still there if you start moving it around and everything. I'm trying to set the cruise control, make sure that works. So I did my job, and I'll do a couple figure eights in the back lot with it, because I do need just a couple more, or about another mile on it. One thing you might not know is, per Harley, whenever you set these things up, you're supposed to put 4 or 5 miles on it. So if you go into a store and the bike only has 1, 2, 3 miles on it, you can pretty well assume it wasn't set up correctly. That'll probably make some people mad, but oh well. Alright, so leaning over, yep, it feels pretty good. Again, the brakes are a little soft on this thing because they're not bedded. It needs a little bit more than that. And this is our back lot. This is where we do our riding academy. And when riding academy's not going on, this is where everybody parks their vehicles, their monster trucks and everything. Beautiful motorcycle. And other than the brakes feeling soft, this thing is, golly, I'm dragging my toe on my left side. It feels like a Softail. It is a beautiful motorcycle. Very cool. Man, do you guys ever have any questions? Feel free to chime in with your opinions and hit me up. Always glad to help, and always glad to hear other people's opinions, and hope everybody's doing all right. You guys ride safe, enjoy the summer, and hopefully I'll be bringing you more content soon. Everybody ride safe. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it. God bless.